morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cherry Hill Farm. I have got my 2 bags of Fertilize in the 30-gallon drum here, mixed up with water, and I have got to go and get some supplies out of the irrigation room because I know that I'm going to have a ton of leaks right off the bat that I need to take care of. So I'm going to try to get all these leaks fixed and get some fertilizer ran to these strawberries. My last video on getting all the irrigation stuff hooked up, I think I was wearing a t-shirt. There's a saying about North Carolina, if you don't like the weather, just wait a couple hours, it'll be different. We've had high 40s, low 50s for our lows, and into the mid 70s for our highs for the day. Today is the highs in the upper 40s. Tonight's supposed to be 29 degrees. Gotta love it. All right, I got my splices from a blue lay flat, splices for the drip tape, and I'm gonna turn this little sucker on manual for about 15 minutes. That should feel the system. Got some ants have made a habitat inside my irrigation controller for the winter. That's cool. All right, let's go see what we got. And I already see water running from somewhere. We didn't even make it to the field. That looks like that's my fault. That looks like that's been run over by a tractor. I'm gonna have to get that fixed before we can really get much pressure anywhere else. That looks better. The good thing about this black oval hose that I like, mice don't chew it near as bad. So we used to use the blue for all of our manifolds, but we have switched over and started using this black oval hose right here. And you can see it's got a, well, you can't see, but it's got a fitting that snaps into the hose like this. It's just a barbed fitting, and we've got a hole punch. They're not very expensive, a little barbed hole punch that you use, and you just punch a hole, and then this hooks up to your drip tape on this end and just snaps in the hole. And the thing about this oval hose, I think the reason what makes it less desirable to the mice is it never completely lays down flat. This blue lay flat, when they say lay flat, they mean it. It lays down completely like 2 thicknesses of the material, and it gives a nice sharp edge for those mice to start chewing on. This just kind of turns into an oval instead of a circle when it's not under pressure. The drip tape blew off. Got another geyser here. Another reason to hate coyotes, if you didn't already, they can smell, I guess they smell voles or moles or mice or something under the plastic, and they will do this pretty regular. Alright, I finally got the 20 million leaks stopped, and I'm going to put this hose in here, get me a little block of wood to set on top of it. I'm not pinching it, just holding it from coming back out. These are already on, which it really doesn't matter, but normally these are off. I had them left on for winterizing, but when you get ready to fertigate, you turn them on, and then just slowly start cranking this valve here down. And I've got a flow meter right here, and I'll slowly start cranking this valve down until we start getting flow. And I try, this is the pressure after it goes through the gate valve, which is cutting the pressure down. I like to try to keep my pressure around 50. I try not to get much below that. And you can see with our pressure cut down to 50, we're getting a vacuum of 15 gallons an hour. I believe that's what that is. GPH, yep, gallons per hour. So this is a 30-gallon drum, and it's got about 20 gallons in it. So it'll take just a little over an hour at the current rate for us to run this amount of Fertilize. It's not all dissolved right now, but I'm gonna add some more water to it shortly. This is just a Mozzie injector, M-A-Z-Z-E-I. Fairly inexpensive, very effective. I believe this one came from, ordered it online from Nolt's Produce Supplies in Pennsylvania, and it came with the flow meter. You can buy these little flow meters on Amazon. They cost a lot more than you think they would. But really the most expensive part of this whole setup, if you were building your own, is this gate valve right here. Brass gate valves are quite expensive. If you're interested to know about this flow gauge, right there is the part number on it, so you can look it up. I think y'all saw it, but I don't know if I said it. We're running that same Yara calcium nitrate, 15.500, 100 pounds. We generally, the rule of thumb is if you don't have a tissue sample, you try to run 50 pounds of calcium nitrate or potassium nitrate per acre per week once you get into bloom and fruit production. Alright guys, that's about it for today. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button if you liked what you saw, and subscribe if you hadn't already. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time.